What's good, y'all? It's your boy B, man. I'm back with another video, and I got some more information for y'all. Something I want to share, just something based on my opinion, as far as my experience with the Legend goes. So I want to go ahead and, of course, pass that along to y'all. We're gonna run that intro first, and then we're gonna get into the video, man. Let's do this informational video just a little bit different, man. I hope y'all appreciate me, because every time I record my videos, I like to find the most dopest backdrops I could find for y'all, so we can just have nice, crispy videos with good backgrounds, good footage, all that good stuff, man. So I hope y'all appreciate my efforts. Boy, I'll be doing some driving trying to find me some places, and I'll be out the way. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be out the way trying to find some spots. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and kind of do a walk around of the Legend while I explain this video. But as y'all see by the title, man, the video is about taking the Legend to the dealership. Should you do it? That's the biggest question. Should you take your Legend to the dealership? I can't really say yes or no, to be honest with you. If it was based on my experience, I would give it a solid no. I would say don't do it. And here's the reasons why I say don't do it, based on my experience only, right? So this car is a 1994 Acura Legend. We know that. 94. This car is from 1991 to 95. There's no parts for this car. Dealerships usually just prefer to use OEM parts, stuff that they could get in, that they could order, call it a day. That's one of the reasons that a lot of dealerships are going to be discouraged to take in your Legend, so don't be surprised. Another thing, this car uses an OB1 versus an OB2 scanner, which most newer cars have. Most dealerships don't use OB1 scanners, don't even have them available, so that's another thing that's going to discourage dealerships from wanting to take in your car. Other than that, like I said, lack of parts, lack of resources, and also, let's keep it a buck, a lot of people really don't know what they're doing with these cars, at least new mechanics. Now, if you got an Acura dealership that so happens to have one of those old school mechanics that's been there for like 30 plus years, that was around when these cars were new, then yeah, they got the knowledge to kind of know what these Legends take. One thing for sure, two things for certain, there's a lot of little intricate maintenance that these Legends come with that a lot of people don't know offhand. One of the biggest ones that I always talk about is that EGR. People think, oh, change the EGR valve. They don't think about the EGR tube. That is a huge thing, and that could really take you out the game in itself. And most newer mechanics and even advisors don't have no clue about it. So keep that in mind as well when it comes to wanting to go to the dealership. Like I said, outside of that, parts just ain't available, and folks just don't know what they're doing, man, with these cars. I suggest if you can find you a good mechanic that really knows what they're doing, then I would go to them. Go to somebody that knows how to source parts. 9 times out of 10, you might have to source the parts yourself, to be honest, before even going to the shop or the dealership, whichever you decide to go. In my experience, like I said, I have a shop nowadays that I can go to and just drop the car off and let them do what they're gonna do. But that's not usually the case with a lot of people that own these Legends. So for y'all, like I said, do your research on these cars, get you your own scanner. Ask questions if you need to. Ask us in the forum, what aftermarket parts are best for this car if you can't find OEM. Get all the parts that you need, and then make sure you have a trusty mechanic that can at least do it. That's really the best I can say when it comes to how to maintain this car. But would I suggest taking it to the dealership? No, not for major stuff. If you're gonna do something like, I don't know, just a little coolant flush or change, or do a oil change or something like that, then I mean, yeah, because I take this car to the dealership for stuff like that. I'll go to the dealership to get my little simple stuff like oil changes, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll go to the dealership real quick, call it a day. But like I said, for anything intricate or really complicated with this car, no, not at all. I suggest, like I said, find you a mechanic, or in all reality, you might have to just get down and dirty and do the research yourself, because a lot of people do deny this car. I've had experiences even with outside mechanics. I'll call them about this car. This before I was going to James, right? I call about this car, and they be like, what year and what model? As soon as I say 94, hell, they cut me off right there. Or, like I said, I'll mention the Acura Legend, And they'll be like, oh, no, we don't mess with those at this point. We can't find parts, blase, blase, blah. So I just want y'all that are just now getting into the legend game, that aren't mechanics, man, do your research when it comes to finding a mechanic for this car. Do your research on some of the common things that this car needs, because you might have to even school your mechanic on how to do it. You know what I mean? Make sure you have a mechanic that's not a know-it-all too, because like I said, these legends do come with some stuff that a lot of people don't think about and don't know. So the more knowledge that you have on the car, and say you don't have the ability to do the work yourself, the more knowledge you have on the car to be able to at least pass that information on to somebody good with their hands and good under the hood, the better you're gonna be. That's really the best way I could suggest keeping up with your Acura Legend, man, because these cars can be a pain in the ass. Take that from me and any other owners that you know. These cars can be a hassle if you don't know what you're doing. But the more information that you have beforehand, or the more information that you have before you start having problems, so you can do as much preventative maintenance as possible, the better. I promise you, the better. But that's pretty much it for this video. This video is real short, real sweet. Like I said, just wanted to give y'all a little bit more information, give y'all some nice backdrop in it, images, you know what I'm saying, and give y'all another good view of the car. And that's pretty much it, man. Y'all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell if you haven't already, man. Keep up with the uploads. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video, man. Peace.